You're welcome back to the portfolio website we design. In this video, we'll be trying to design this hero box, this particular area. So let's get started. So let's go to our code. So in our code, this is what we have. I'm going to close this. So right here, this should be the closing of the navigation, right? So I'm going to create a div here. So I'm going to call this, give this div a class. I'm going to call it hero. Then I'll save that. I'll also come over here. So I'll just call this hero, and also give this class called hero. Give it width 100%. I'll give it position. I'll give position first. Stability with 100%. Background color, we're going to take it off. Let's just give it background color for testing purposes, right? So I'm going to give it 100% there. I'm going to write I'm going to give it stuff an ID. Let's say ID is equal to hero as well. So I'm going to write a simple JavaScript here. And in this JavaScript, I'm going to say documents.getElements by ID, which is hero. I'm going to say I'm going to add a style. Style.height is equal to screen.height. Then I'll concatenate it to px. Perfect. So what I'm trying to say is, whatever is the height of the device, let this particular hero also be the height of that particular device. So let's see what we have exactly, right? So if we take a look at it now, this is exactly what we have, which is quite good if you ask me. So since we have something like this now, it's amazing, right? So the next thing I want to do now, I can just take this background off. I don't really need it. So inside the hero, I'm going to create a div. I'm going to give this div bootstrap, which is row. I'm also going to create another div. I'm going to give this div a class, which is a bootstrap class for 6. Duplicate it. Then inside here, I'm going to create my h1. My h1 should have a class. Let the class be title, which is high. I'm going to use Samuel Linus, right? So I'm going to also add my image here, src. Alright. Then this image, I think I name it me. So that's the image there. I'm also going to give this, let's say h3. I'm going to call this title sub. This is going to be a full stack developer. Amazing. Then can give this stuff a simple class. Just call it description. This is going to be, say, my description with over 7 years of experience in product design, front end, back end, by app developments. Okay, let me see something like this. With over 7 years experience, I have gained mastery. Yeah, let's use something like that. I've gained mastery in front end, back end, and mobile app development. All right, so let's see what we have. Oops, I used me. I was thinking, what did I use? I was supposed to use the emoji, this particular image. So mind you, I've copied the image to my folder here. So I'm just adding it as an image, right? Aha. So this is what we have. So I guess they're not inside the container class. So let me add a container here. All right. So let's see what we have again. You see now it's inside here, right? I wrote H1 instead of hi. All right. So amazing. So the next thing I want to do now is to see if I can actually style this stuff easily, right? Then I remember our color. I don't know what the color is, so let's go to our file. Let's see the color that this stuff was given. All right, so I'm going to make that our background color. So I'm going to paste that here. All right, so that's the color, right? Then for title, let's come over here to style our title. For title, of course, the color is full black. Full black. Font size is 24px. So this is what we have. It's nice. Then title sub. Font size is 16px. Color is full black, and this should have like a margin top of, let's say, 160px. All right, amazing, right? So the next thing we need to do, if you take a look at our design here, is to add this full stack stuff, right? And also add the social media, whatever. So let's create this full stack, right? So I can easily create it here inside the p tag, and I can give it a class. Let us say role, and call it, just type full stack there. So I can come over here now and style my role class, give it a position, say absolute or something, and give it absolute position actually, so it won't disturb anything. So I can give it absolute position, and at the same time I can give it a font size, say 200px. I can give it color, give it RGBA, so it can be transparent, 0000.01. So let's see what we have. Oops. So I'm going to give this guy text transform. I'm going to call it uppercase, and I'll look for my font family here, and using the logo also, use it here as well. So this is what we have. Right, so we have our full stack stuff looking really good, and it's quite amazing. So let's remove the absolute and see what we have without absolute. Same thing actually, same thing, basically same thing. All right, so what I would do, I can create, let's say, margin left and give it like minus 18px. All right, so it's been the same line. So this is great. Let me give it top. top say 240px, and see what I have. Aha, it's amazing too as well. So we've done this basically. So the next thing I want to do now is a social media icon, right? So let's do that. So the social media icon can still come in here. So you can create a div. Let us call this div social, and inside this particular div, we create our a tag, href. Let us say ampersand, just to hold it. Inside here, we'll create image, src. I think the first one is dribble. So let's just duplicate this times 4. Aha. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Amazing. And it should be clickable, right? Yeah, of course it's clickable. So what we're going to do next is let's style the social icons. So we're going to come over here. We're going to type social position. We give it absolute position. We say bottom. We give it 0px, or let's say give it 50px bottom. Right? Aha. Okay. I think this hue is quite tricky now. Let's see. Background red. Let's see if we can actually solve that. Top 0px. Is that possible? Let's set to change this to absolute. Am I correct? So what we are going to do is, we have to put this battability, and let's see if we can give this a margin top, margin dash top, and give it a negative value. Actually, let's give them negative value 80. Okay, negative value 80. Then actually make it work. Aha. Let's make it 120. Okay. 120 seems to be great. Right. 130. Yeah, 130 seems to be perfect actually, if you ask me. 130 seems to be perfect, right? Alright. So I'm going to take the background. I don't need the background, then this stuff, it's now very, very up, so I can actually make it 260 to break it down. And for the roll as well, let's add one more here. Alright, looks good now. So the next thing I want to do is to ensure that these areas are clickable, right? Let me change the URL, the icons to fit all of these icons. So I'll go back. Here that we have dribble. I think it should be GitHub. Yeah. Should be Instagram. Here should be LinkedIn. And here should be Twitter. Twitter, we are here. Amazing. Alright. Okay, let's see if we can style that social a bit. So we can do something like this. We can say social A equal to margin rights 15px or 10px. Let's see what 10px gives us. Alright, feels good. Then we can still reduce that. If we come down here, let's style the image tag, and let's call this one width like 16px. So amazing. So we have this one here now. So if you take a look at our design, the next thing I would need is just this 3 bar and this particular image here. So let's go work on that. Then right here, what I will say, I will just create a div. So the first div we're going to create here now, I'm going to call this, I'm just going to call it box1. I'll duplicate it, call it box2, box3. So when I come over here, I'm going to say box1, comma, box2, comma, box3. Alright, so I'll give them position. The position is going to be absolute position, bottom 0px, width, I'm going to give it like say 150px, height, give it like 400px, background, give it gray. So let's see what we have. Let me save these points. So this is what we have, but let me get the actual color of the box. So I'm going to copy this color code. I'll go to my design. I'm going to paste it here. Yep. So this is what we're talking about, right? So once I have this now, let's treat box 2 and the others. Let's say box 2 will give me margin left. I will say let me see, I gave it what, 150, so I can say, so let me see if I give this 200, how it look like. 100 is too much. I'll say 150, 180 px. That's what I'll do. I would also increase the heights. I'll give it height, say 550 px. I will also give it background, triple F, which is white. Yep, so that's the third one, that's the second box. So I'm going to create the third box, box 3. Box 3, I'm just going to give it margin left, which will be 360 px. Exactly. So I have this 3 box. But if we take a look at it, it seems as if the full stack is beneath it. So we can actually take this box backwards by giving them a z index. You can even give them a z index of -1 to take them backward and stuff. Alright, then the next thing I would want to do is to add the image, that is this particular image now. So what we are going to do, I'm going to come here after the box. I'm going to add the image, img src. So the image should be me. As profile image, I can give this a class. I can give it profile -img. Let's give profile image. So this is what we have. So this is the image, right? So the first thing I want to do is to go back to my hero and give this overlay, overflow hidden, right? So that it's going to hide that stuff underneath it. And the image seems to be a very big image. I'm going to reduce the size of the image. Let's say profile -img. Let's give it let's say width 500 px. So let's see what 500 px does. Alright, I'm going to give it bottom. Let's say -100 px. Alright. Okay, it won't go until you give it the position of absolute. Position absolute. Amazing. So absolute position will bring it down, right? So let's increase the image. The image seems to be too small. Let's make it 650. It seems to be too big compared to what we have. So let's make it, let's say 600. Okay, 600 is nice. Let's just increase this. Let's do like 250. Amazing. Give like 200. Because I'm looking at where this stuff, it cut at this stuff here. So I'm looking at it. This is cool. Then so basically that's it. We're done with the design, and this is how it should look like on desktop. So let's take a look at how it's going to look like on mobile, right? So let's create the responsive. Let's make this particular design a little bit responsive, right? Oh, full stack, not well spelled. Let me spell it full. Yeah, I spelled it well. Okay, full stack developer. A full stack. Alright. I've corrected the spelling there. So let's see how we can actually make this design responsive, right? So I'm going to go to inspect, and okay, this is going to look like on iPhone 10. It's quite ugly, right? It's not really responsive. So let's make the design responsive now, right? So if we want to make the design responsive, definitely we are going to start from our title, right? Yeah, so let's start from our title. So I'll come over here and just copy the title above. So I'm going to copy all of this, bring it down here. I'm going to type hero. Alright, so title will still be black. Okay, we can actually reduce this to like 20, and right here we'll make it 160. Right, 160 seems to be too much. Right, 120 not bad. What about 80? Alright, this seems to be good. Then could actually make it bold a little bit. Then the next thing we want to do is to actually let's make it 22. So a little bit bigger than the full stack. Okay, now this particular role, let's style it. So for the role, we could style that one easily. We just need to reduce the font size like 100 px, then transform, rotate, we give it minus, let's say 64 degree or minus 60 degree. 60 degrees seems to be a perfect angle. Minus 60 degrees, so that's that. Then we'll give it left because I'm not even seeing it. Give it left, let's say minus 50 px. Minus 50 px didn't do justice to it. Alright, this did justice to it. Okay, we could do it like this. Then the next thing now is the boxes, right? So let's see if we can get those 3 boxes to appear evenly. So for us to do that, we'll just need to say nothing to say box 1 comma box 2 comma box 3. Then what should we include then? We'll make the width 30 px, no, not 30 px, 30%. Aha, see, made it 30%. Then we'll now say let box 1 comma, okay, let box 2, let's work with box 2, margin left should be 33%. So that's that. Then I'm going to copy this and say box 3 is going to be 66%, right? Then for this particular image, profile image, let's start that. So profile image, we're going to let the width be 100%, right? Aha, feels great now. And let the bottom be minus 50 px. So it will come up a little bit. Aha. Let's see if we give it margin, it's going to work. Margin auto. Alright, now but I try to see if we can put it at the middle of the whole thing. Alright, so now if you take a look, once you click this menu, everything seems to go like scatters everything, right? So let's see how we could actually treat that. That should be on the overlay. Let's give the value z index. Let's say like 1000. Oops. Give it 1000 z index. Then we need to also give the m icon the z index 2 of, let's say, 1001. Is that not the, let's see. So I don't think I'm putting it in the right place. So let's look at our design. It's not in m icon. It should be in close. Let me see. Aha. Alright, perfect. So how our design looking all good and fresh like this? So the next thing we want to do now is our social, right? Our social is hiding. So our social, let's see if we can style our social. Our social, we're going to say position. Let position be relative. Aha, see that? Then we can now say let margin top be 80 px. Yeah, perfect. Like, perfect. Right? Like amazing. Yep. So basically, if you take a look at the design right now, we have actually successfully make it both looking good on desktop, and at the same time, if you go to your mobile, inspect elements, if you go to your mobile, it's also looking like it's looking all right. Apart from this guy that is going up, so it's looking good, right? And it's amazing. This is how it looks on mobile, and It's really, really, really good. So try and go through it. And probably if you also want to work ahead of us, you can as well try and also come up with the design section. So see you guys in the next video.